Greetings, MGTOW. It's Neo, I believe, and I just want to make a short video. Haven't made a video in a while, so I've been really excited to just get in front of the microphone again and speak my mind. I want to talk about an opinion I have. It's a theory, actually, about Western women being akin to disease. What I notice is that when you avoid modern women in the Western world, they show up, they flare up worse than before, just like a disease. A lot of times when you have a ailment or a disease, you take some kind of treatment for it and it gets fuckload worse, but eventually it gets better. I see that now as I'm living a life that's completely bent on avoiding Western women entirely. I'm just so much happier when they're not around, which is crazy. I mean, it's weird. Sure, there's still a sexual attraction, don't get me wrong, but I'm very picky. This isn't any Western woman that shows up. She would have to be in her prime, and specifically one type of look that I'm into. But anyway, needless to say, I'm not attracting these top-tier women. I'm attracting the utter shit, as I'm sure the plight is for any man once he goes MGTOW and he discovers his own value. Especially men living in the Western world. We have a tendency to attract shit because, Western women are, shit. Hate to break it to you guys, but I see them as a disease now. I know it's kind of harsh to say. I know there are some level 1 or novice MGTOWs that will hate me for that. We still have here and there the MGTOWs who, as soon as you say something bad against women, they put their white nightcap on and they fucking go ape shit. But I'm not trying to offend anybody here. I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, what I notice is that whether these men are MGTOW or not, a lot of men are waking up to the horror that is living in the gynocentric system. And with this comes men, MGTOW or not, avoiding the shit out of these Western women, which is, I'm all for that. So what I notice now is that, like anything that is negative or bad, your body has a resistance to it. Your body wants to flee from it. I mean, it's pretty much when, let's say you're in a crowded elevator and somebody sneezes, your first reaction is to cover your mouth so that the germs don't infect your system. It's just a natural reaction. And that's to the same fashion as toxic Western women. I notice that when they're around, people just don't want to even walk near them, like in a crowded place like a subway. We all understand, whether you're MGTOW or whether you've taken the red pill or if you're in the medium state, not knowing which is right or wrong, we all understand that the laws are completely fucked to where just being around a woman can get you in a world of judicial system shit. Everything you do, from spreading your legs too far while being male to, coming in physical contact with a woman, you're suspect for being some kind of sex offender. So with this comes men's awakening to the idea that, okay, women are cunts. Maybe they're not MGTOW right away, but they're very keen to the idea that something is wrong, and women are very likely to the same fashion as a disease that must be avoided. So a summary of this video was just basically noticing that I myself am living a life that is predominantly just going my own way and avoiding the destructive people in my life, which happens to be all Western women. Kind of tough living in the West, but basically that I see, a disease basically needs a host, like any parasitic entity. So I see it kind of like needing a host to basically infect. Therefore, these women are a disease, and this is the reason why in my lifestyle, where I'm deliberately living away from them, I'm still encountering them on a almost maniacally intense level. I mean, they're everywhere when I am just basically trying to run like hell, and every corner, there they are. And secondly, other men waking up. When you're basically just, trying to walk down the street, obviously when you're walking, you keep to your right. I noticed that if there's a woman on the other side, the men around her will just want to just go as far away from her and kind of hug against the building and get as far away from her, while at the same time like running into the people who are going this way. So that causes conflict as well. That happened to me a couple of times. I'm walking down the street, I see this toxic Western woman, and the guys around her are aware. They're becoming aware now that MGTOW is spreading. They're aware, and they're noticing, wow, this woman is toxic, this is a disease, I'm getting away from it. But we're physically running into each other. We're physically clashing, which is pretty annoying. But I feel for these guys. Our plight is the same, whether you're, awakened or you're still asleep in the matrix. Our plight is the same. We're men and we're victims. So this concludes my very short video. Thank you for your time, MGTOW. I hope everyone has a great day. And definitely be safe out there. Always learn, always be aware. Go womanless. Embrace MGTOW. Thank you. And believe.